Hi everyone, this is the following action and resolution mastery check. Remember that you don't want to plagiarize and you want to try to keep it original and make sense. Hi everyone, this is the following action and resolution mastery check. Remember as you're doing this to not plagiarize and to try to keep it interesting and close to the essence of the original source, which is the Hunger Games. We're going to review the Gracie Say story. This is an example, and this should help you as you're creating your following action and resolution for your story. Remember that the following action is the logical result of the climax and the resolution is the final outcome of the story. Your first step will be to copy and paste the climax from your story. Now for Gracie Say, there's an internal and external climax, and you only have an external one. That's fine. For Gracie Say, the internal conflict climax is when Adelpha's name gets drawn, Say volunteers, proving she's a good friend. And the external conflict climax, she doesn't qualify because of a rule that if you are an orphan, you can't participate in the reaping. The following action is going to come directly after the climax. So it's got to fit it and make sense in the story. Here there are two following action. You only need to have one. Before leaving for the Hunger Games, Adelpha tells Say that she's the greatest friend anyone could ever have and begs her to stay in District 12 and be part of the community. This would be a logical next step to happen right after the climax, which is when Adelpha's name gets drawn, Say volunteers for her, but she's not able to qualify for that. This would be a logical next step. The second following action was to kind of fill in information that maybe the audience might want to know. For instance, it says Adelpha does not survive the Hunger Games. Say is heartbroken, but realizes that her friendship with Adelpha enriched her life and she will always treasure it. And last is the resolution, the final outcome of the story. For Gracie Say, it says, Say stays in District 12 and lives with Adelpha's parents who love her like their own daughter. And this would fit with the story and also lets us know that Say lives in District 12, which fits with the Hunger Games. Now we're getting to your mastery check for your story. We'll look at these steps. 1, understand the difference between following action and resolution. Looking at this chart, you can see here's the rising action, here's the climax, following action, resolution. Following action is a logical result of the climax, and the resolution is the final outcome of the story. Number 2, reflect on the climax of the story. What was it? 3, think of and write a logical, immediate result of the climax. This will be the following action. And 4, think of and write how the story finally ends in a logical way. Use the events of the following action to guide your thinking. This will be the resolution. Coming down here, you're going to fill in wherever it is yellow. So the climax is right here. The hovercraft captures. You just have to write the name of your AVOX girl and the name of the boy. And then you'll see that there's 3 following actions, but this one, the first one, is required. The other 2 are optional. So you just would need to fill this in. AVOX girl's name and the boy's name are transported back to the capital. The boy has died. If you would like to add anything else as part of the following action, keep it maybe 2 more. Also, it says, here's a resolution, and you just need to put in the name of your AVOX girl, and then she is a servant in the capital. And that's it. Let your teacher know if you have any questions.